Welcome back to Great Day Washington. Intermittent fasting is a popular trend for weight loss with numerous health benefits.
Yeah, you hear so much about it. There are 3 types of intermittent fasting, also known as IF, actually, which is easier to say, honestly. Here to discuss the benefits and how to implement the practice is registered dietitian and also founder of Nutrition CPR, Jamie Coffey Martinez. Jamie, welcome back to Great Day.
Thanks for having me.
Everyone's going on their diets, or at least paying more attention to what they're eating. And you hear intermittent fasting, IF, everywhere. Why is it so popular?
So it's a huge trend, but there's a lot of sound research behind it. So I think it's kind of here to stay.
Okay.
If you think about it, we've been eating this way hundreds and thousands of years ago. We hunted, we gathered, we ate, and then we rested, right? And it's that restorative time where our body resets. Today, 24/7. Pantry, refrigerator is always open. We overeat and we don't get that rest period. So let's talk about like kind of the 3 different options that are available. There are a lot of other types of intermittent fasting, but we're going to do the 3 most popular today.
Okay.
All
right.
One thing to remember, when you fast, you always want to remain hydrated. So a lot of people think, oh, I can't eat anything or drink anything for that entire period. Not the case. You want to drink as much water, club soda, seltzer as possible. You're even allowed coffee and tea so long as nothing's in it.
Okay. No creamers or sugars.
Right.
Okay.
Or even artificial sweeteners. Even if it's calorie free with an artificial, we want to avoid that. Black coffee, unsweetened teas. Okay. So the first one is probably the most restrictive method, which is the eat, stop, eat. So in eat, stop, eat, you do normal eating as you would, and then for 24 hours you stop eating. You remain hydrated, but stop eating.
24 hours?
24
Did you say that?
hours.
Okay.
Exactly.
Wow.
And then you start eating again. Here's the thing. You can do it as little as once a week, that fast, or you could do it as much as 3 times a week, as long as it's not consecutive 24 hours, right? So eat, stop, eat.
Wow.
Pretty restrictive.
Yeah, that's tough.
So the second one is the 5-2 method. And in the 5-2 method, essentially what you do is for 5 days of the week, you eat as you would normally. And then for 2 days of the week, you eat super low calorie. Okay, so 500 to 600 calories, and they're 2 non-consecutive days. I'm not a huge fan of this one, only because A, I don't like having people count calories.
Right.
And B, you could eat all the wrong foods and stay within a caloric level, right?
Yeah,
so
the
my
500-calorie milkshake.
Exactly, or
One of your 2
chips
days.
or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So my favorite, and really the most popular, the one that people are probably most versed in, is the 16-8 method or the lean gains method. So 16 hours you fast, and for 8-hour block is when you feed or you eat, okay? The awesome part about this method is you can choose your start and stop times to what works for your schedule. So if you want to start eating at noon and then stop at 8 p.m., or if you're somebody that works overnight, let's say, you could start eating at 10 p.m. and stop eating at 6 a.m. Lots of people find that because you're only eating for 8 hours, you're not eating as much because you can't fit in 3 meals and then some snacks.
Right.
Is this something you do on consecutive days? How often do you do that?
For the most part, it's a lifestyle.
Okay.
So you would want to follow it as much as possible.
All right.
The benefit for women is we actually don't even have to fast for as many as 16 hours in that method. We still see all the benefits in as little as only a 14-hour fast.
Okay, what are those benefits?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the biggest reason is weight loss. That's why probably the #1 reason people push to do intermittent fasting. Waist circumference also decreases, which lowers our cardiovascular risk. Okay. You also get hormone balance during that whole reset and restorative time. Our hormones control our health, right? We're looking at better longevity, so we're living longer, lowering our cholesterol, lowering our blood pressure, and there are even a couple studies that look at decreasing cancer risk. They're small, so there's a lot more research that needs to happen there, but decreasing cancer risk with intermittent fasting. And we think better, cognitive thinking.
For people who are listening at home thinking, I want to try this, is there anyone who you would say, you know what, this isn't good for your lifestyle?
Yes, you want to consult a healthcare professional before starting. But if you're diabetic or have a history of low blood pressure, make sure that, especially if you're taking medications that need to be taken with food, that you're being monitored by a healthcare professional. If you're underweight, because it does cause weight loss, or you have a history of eating disorders, we don't want to create a bad relationship with food. And then lastly, if you're pregnant or trying to conceive, or you're breastfeeding, make sure that it's the right choice for you and the baby.
The most important thing, of course, consulting a healthcare professional before
Exactly.
starting any of that. Jamie, thank you so much for helping us
Absolutely.
figure
Thanks
out
for having me.
you know, a way to make ourselves better this new year. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Great Day right after this.